It is better to keep your mouth closed and let people think you are a fool than to open it and remove all doubt. It's not the size of the dog in the fight, it's the size of the fight in the dog. If you tell the truth, you don't have to remember anything. Age is an issue of mind over matter. If you don't mind, it doesn't matter. If it's your job to eat a frog, it's best to do it first thing in the morning, and if it's your job to eat 2 frogs, it's best to eat the biggest one first. Whenever you find yourself on the side of the majority, it is time to pause and reflect. The secret of getting ahead is getting started. Suppose you were an idiot, and suppose you were a member of Congress, but I repeat myself. Anger is an acid that can do more harm to the vessel in which it is stored than to anything on which it is poured. Good friends, good books, and a sleepy conscience. This is the ideal life. All you need in this life is ignorance and confidence, and then success is sure. The fear of death follows from the fear of life. A man who lives fully is prepared to die at any time. The only way to keep your health is to eat what you don't want, drink what you don't like, and do what you'd rather not. Get your facts first, then you can distort them as you please. You can't depend on your eyes when your imagination is out of focus. Courage is resistance to fear, mastery of fear, not absence of fear. Forgiveness is the fragrance that the violet sheds on the heel that has crushed it. Never put off till tomorrow what you can do the day after tomorrow. The lack of money is the root of all evil. A man who carries a cat by the tail learns something he can learn in no other way. Go to heaven for the climate, hell for the company. I am an old man and have known a great many troubles, but most of them never happen. In the first place, God made idiots. That was for practice. Then he made school boards. Do the right thing, it will gratify some people and astonish the rest. Patriotism is supporting your country all the time, and your government when it deserves it. The reports of my death have been greatly exaggerated. Truth is stranger than fiction, but it is because fiction is obliged to stick to possibilities. Truth isn't. By land, they're not making it anymore. Only 2 things we'll regret on deathbed: that we are a little loved and little traveled. It ain't those parts of the Bible that I can't understand that bother me. It is the parts that I do understand. The best way to cheer yourself up is to try to cheer somebody else up. Don't let schooling interfere with your education. Part of the secret of a success in life is to eat what you like and let the food fight it out inside. Do the thing you fear most, and the death of fear is certain. A man's character may be learned, from the adjectives which he habitually uses in conversation. I can live for 2 months on a good compliment. The human race has one really effective weapon, and that is laughter. Never pick a fight with people who buy ink by the barrel. All generalizations are false, including this one. Action speaks louder than words, but not nearly as often. There are basically 2 types of people: people who accomplish things and people who claim to have accomplished things. The first group is less crowded. Giving up smoking is the easiest thing in the world. I know because I've done it thousands of times. Humor is mankind's greatest blessing. It usually takes me more than 3 weeks to prepare a good impromptu speech. My mother had a great deal of trouble with me, but I think she enjoyed it. Loyalty to petrified opinion never yet broke a chain or freed a human soul. When you fish for love, bait with your heart, not your brain. There is no distinctly American criminal class, except Congress. Climate is what we expect, weather is what we get. A person who won't read has no advantage over one who can't read. Everything human is pathetic. The secret source of humor itself is not joy but sorrow. There is no humor in heaven. There are people who can do all fine and heroic things but one. Keep from telling their happiness to the unhappy. Clothes make the man. Naked people have little or no influence on society.